Okay, you guys, we are back with another banging video, honey. Chef Mila is saying she might have lost the case, but she hasn't lost her voice. And as such, she is not keeping anyone's secret. She is letting us know that Diggs treats his baby mama horribly, horribly. And she also alleged that Diggs physically abused his baby mama during her delivery and continued to abuse her afterwards. And it sounds like she's talking about Barnaby and not Kiki, in my estimation, because why I feel Mila is talking about Barnaby is because we learned that Diggs walked out on Barnaby for 3 days after he learned that his name could not be on the child's birth certificate, right? So, live bites have captured like the live, and why I have Barnaby's photo there before the plastic surgery is because I noticed that a few people were getting fresh and calling Mila ugly, calling Mila not up to standards, not up to par with Cardi. Yes, DJ Academics did that, was saying that Mila doesn't even look like Cardi. And I said, Mila looks better than Cardi. Mila went into that trial thinking that she was going to get a pity party and she wasn't going to get it. And I said, Mila's face card never who declines, honey. Mila looks great. And I have the video to show you guys what Mila actually looks like, okay? And this is why I say people love to judge women and judge wrongfully because look how gorgeous this woman is. She only had a BBL, not a breast augmentation, no plastic surgery, no Botox. Mila is naturally beautiful. Cardi B could never look like Mila. Never. You cannot compare a natural face to one that is a GMO face. Cardi B has a GMO face going. Mila has a natural face going. No disrespect to Cardi B, but it is what it is, right? Now, I love this for us. I told y'all the truth was gonna come out. I don't know why it is that when I say something, you guys don't believe me. I said to you guys that I know for a fact, not because Mila was there dancing. They're saying, oh, look at Mila dancing after the alleged chokeout incident. And I said, how many times has someone done you dirty, done you wrong, and you decide that you're not going to allow that horrible moment to take control of you, right? So, Mila went live and she says, she said she was put in a horrible situation. I'm reading from the Live Bite caption, honey, and shout out to Live Bites for, capturing all of this for us. She says, that's Mila, you didn't deserve any of this, but it happened to you too, and you were pregnant. Nothing I said at court was targeted at you. People know exactly what they do. She's talking about Cardi B. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. She said, I was the one apologizing for how he treated while you were pregnant and after the constant disrespect. Our messages proves that. Because remember, why I say it's Cardi B is because Cardi B also said she spoke to that woman literally every day and that woman never said that. And I was like, girl, Barnaby, you know that Barnaby is low when it comes to men? When it comes to men, Barnaby says, I'm gonna remove my brain and put in a egg, so at least I have something in that empty slot. She removes her brain completely when she's dealing with men. When she's dealing with money, the brain is there. 110%. But when she's dealing with men, Barnaby takes off that crown off her head. Don't ask me how she did it. Don't ask me. And then she says, you know what, let me remove my brain. Oh, I need to put something in the slot. It's gonna be a egg. That's what she does, right? So, like, enough of my talking, enough of me talking, honey. Let's get to what pretty girl Mila has to say, because Barnaby could never be as pretty as Mila. So to all who were disrespecting Mila in favor of Barnaby, in your face, honey. In your who face. Let's take a look at Mila's clip and then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
You know, the way he treated you when you were pregnant, the way he talked to you when you were pregnant, the way that the same people that has defended him in this know how he treated you while you were pregnant and how he was to you when you were pregnant will always be something I will never understand. The way he treated you in the delivery room, the way he treated you after the baby, the same person that abused you abused me. And our text messages show how he belittled you, how he spoke to you. I remember one particular night, and you know the night that I'm talking about. That night, it happened to you. That's not my story to tell. Once again, I apologize. And I hope one day you face the music. That's all I have to say about that.
Honey, there you have it. Mila saying that Stefon Diggs abused his baby mama during pregnancy in the delivery room. Like, Mila is literally telling us it is Barney B. Who did Selena Powell came out and tell us got abandoned in the delivery room for 3 days after they gave birth. Barnaby and people, Barnaby's fans, they're saying, oh, it's Kiki. It's Kiki. At what point during any of the text message scenario did Mila and Kiki add any text messages directly? None. Absolutely at no point did we hear about Mila and Kiki communicating, because I said to you guys that Kiki doesn't go running her mouth, and this is why the men rather Kiki, because Kiki knows how to keep it shut. She knows how to handle her business and keep the men calm. But who told us they spoke to that woman literally every day? Barnaby. Barnaby told us. Barnaby told us that. I keep saying to Bird Brain Nation, and this is why I have to call y'all Bird Brain Nation. It's not serious, it's comedy. I know y'all are upset telling me it takes a bird to know a bird. No, honey, it doesn't take a bird to know a bird. It takes a group of bird, their behavior, and my observation to know a bird. That's it. But when I say the truth, you guys get offended. I told you this man was abusing that woman. And I said to you guys, I'm going to save all the videos in a playlist, because when it's coming out, you guys are going to drag me now, but you guys are going to realize that I was not lying about a single thing. Here it is. Here it is. If I was Barnaby and Stefon Diggs, I would come together. Barnaby give Mila 1.5 million. Diggs give Mila 1.5 million. Give her $3 million so she can zip it and move on with her life. Because these things are not good for Cardi B. Cardi B left Offset because she wanted peace. Cardi B left Offset because Offset was cheating on her. When I was saying Cardi B needs to go home to her husband, get a marriage counselor and work on her marriage, y'all said I was crazy. And I said, y'all are gonna realize that what I'm saying is not crazy because Stefon Diggs is far worse than Offset. I said, you guys are gonna have to wake up and accept the fact that Diggs is worse to Cardi B than Offset, and you guys are not gonna know how to handle it when the truth comes to light. But you all said that I did not like Cardi B, and that's why I was saying those things. And I said, no, I like Cardi B. I don't like she's being a fool for a man that is not her husband. If it was her husband, it would be none of my business. How do you leave your husband complaining about a cheating husband to become a side chick who gets abuse? And I said that was my problem with Cardi B. And you all got mad at me for being honest. And I said to you guys, I'm going to speak the truth because I'm not going to be an enabler to any woman getting abuse. And I said Cardi is buying Stefon Diggs' love. I said Cardi B was also Stefon Diggs' sugar who? Mama. I said that. And then after I said it, it was alleged that Cardi B paid for a Super Bowl after party to the tune of $2 million allegedly. And you all did not even apologize to me. And you guys keep doing this to me, you know. You guys keep doing this to me, but I'm not going to take it serious. I'm not, because I would not believe it too. And I said, if anything happens to Cardi B, at least y'all cannot say the girl from Jamaica knew this was going on and did not say anything. I said it, I told y'all, and I said, stop enabling these behaviors because you're only endangering Cardi B's life. And you guys thought I was kidding. You guys thought I was making up stories. You guys thought I hated Cardi B. And I said, you guys are going to realize that I do not hate this woman, but I have been speaking the truth all along, but it's just that it's hard to digest. My friends don't like when I tell them the truth either, but they always come back and say, girl, I hate your guts, but you were correct. I feel bad for Cardi B. I feel really bad for her because I don't want these things to be out in the public, and they are far worse, honey. They're far worse. You guys think you heard anything? You haven't heard anything. That I can promise you. If you guys should learn the magnitude of how horrible she's being treated, you guys would look at Cardi B and say, girl, check yourself into a mental institution. Cardi B is looking for validation from men, and she doesn't need... When Cardi B was doing her Little Miss Drama tour, I'm going to reveal this to you guys. I've never said it before, and it's kind of hard for me to say it even now. Because I may drag Cardi B, but I really do like Cardi B because she's kind, and she's too kind. And when you're too kind, you open yourself to get abused and used. When Cardi B was doing her Little Miss Drama tour, and she brought her babies on stage, I did not cry. I bawled. Because I'm saying, if only she could look at her kids and love herself more. If only she could come out and start doing PR with her kids, do the silly she thinks she needs the validation of a man. And the men that Cardi B is choosing is telling a story about her father. I can't tell you anything more, guys. I can't tell you guys anything more. But I really do hope Cardi B finds herself. I hope she learns the true, and this is why I keep saying there's no one true single definition to self-love. Self-love is a dangerous thing because what they have taught us to be self-love, that's not the only meaning. It has different tiers to it, different elements to it, and not because a woman is a fool in love, it doesn't mean she doesn't have self-love. We say it, we say women who choose recklessly and allow men to abuse them doesn't love themselves. And I do say it at times, but it's not true. It's not true, okay? It's not true. It's just that you feel as though you love this person, but it's like a chemical reaction. Women who end up in abusive situation, something is triggered in them that makes it hard for them to leave. And when they go back and they trauma bond with their abuser, it's as though like this chemical that is released in the woman that makes the woman feel as though she has planted something and she needs to nurture it, and as such she can't leave. So Cardi B is fighting a consistent battle there with this man, and she's not going to win. There's no win in this whatsoever for him. And Bird Brain Nation keeps saying, I'm so happy she's back with her man. I'm so happy. Like, y'all need to cut that out. Y'all need to cut that mess out and encourage this woman to love up on her kids, because that is where her break free is gonna come from. Like the situation with Diggs, how he treats Cardi B is so bad that Offset is gonna beat his ass for it. Stefon Diggs treats Cardi so bad that Offset is gonna beat his ass for it. Can you imagine? Offset is gonna have to put his hands on Stefon Diggs because of how horrible Stefon Diggs treats Cardi B. Can you imagine how horrible it is? That's how horrible it is. That's how bad it is. There's nothing, absolutely nothing about Cardi B and Stefon Diggs to be idolized. This is a lot, but I don't hate Cardi B. I may joke about stuff from time to time because it cuts deep to know that this woman is going through so much, but I can't even say any of the things that I was told about what she's going through. And I said it to you guys, I can't say it out on social media. And I said to you guys, it's going to come out slowly, but you guys won't be able to handle it. You guys won't be able to deal with it. And don't say Mila is lying. She's not. Don't say Mila is talking about Kiki, because Mila is literally telling us stuff that was said on the internet for us to connect her story to the actual person she's talking about. There's no text message between Mila and Kiki, so why do you want it to be Kiki? Why not save the person that needs to be saved and stop projecting onto Kiki? Stop projecting onto Kiki. Kiki's good. No man can do that to Kiki. Kiki doesn't play like that. And any day Diggs should mess with Kiki like that, Kiki's gonna ruin his entire career if he should mess with Kiki like that. Okay? Cardi B projects something that she's not because it keeps her safe. She loves the toxicity. And she doesn't know any better. She genuinely does not know any better. I'm gonna leave you all with that. Pray for Cardi B. I may call her names. I may call her Mumu Pro Max. Barney B. I love the name Barney B for her because I think she's just funny, comedic. So I love the name Barney B. But I don't want any woman to be going through what she has been through and is possibly going through at this point. You have to look at things for what they are and stop making out them to be something that they are not. And that's all I have to say. Peace.